Hello fellow ranchers, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Nathaniel Cars in Cwmbran. I know the light isn't with me, there we are. Yeah, the light isn't with me today, but me and Malcolm and all of the Gwent MGM Owners Club have been invited to the launch of the MG Roadster, the Cyberster. So let's have a look and see what we find. And see if what we can grab for free, of course.
My name is Nathan, and I'm the director of Nathaniel Cars, and really proud to be here today. Shocked, to be honest with you, because I can't believe that it's 1 year already, and we still haven't finished the work, but we're trying to make a start. And we just really wanted you to all be here today to come and celebrate our 1 year anniversary with us, but probably more importantly, to be able to have this car here is really special because, as you're probably all aware, forget the 1 year anniversary, it's MG's 100th year anniversary this year, and this car you're about to see today isn't officially launched until August of this year. So the vehicle you're going to see today, there's a bit of a story behind this. So this is they call it a PPV, so that means pre-production vehicle. So this is the first MG Cyberster prototype basically that they built. There's now probably globally about 15 of them all over the world. But in terms of things having a value and supply and demand, last year this car was insured for £1 million because this was the most important car that they had, and all the niggles, all the changes they had to make until the real car came out were based on this. This year, this car's worth about £40,000. Next year, this car will be probably a third of the size of an MG3. By law, they have to crush the car. So something goes from being £1 million to £40,000 to being a box in the space of 2 years because there's lots of niggles on the car and those type of things. They make them crush it. But I'm trying to get them to keep this car and take the battery out of it because Nathaniel's and MG have worked quite closely together on lots of projects, and we drove this car from London last year in September to Turkey, and then there's another site that took over in East Asia, and they've done Vietnam, Cambodia, etc. And the idea is to drive from London to Shanghai in the car and do things like we're doing today, stop at MG dealers, allow people to have a sneak peek at the vehicle and celebrate the 100 years and just how special this car is. So to tell you a little bit more about it, the car was designed in 2016 by a British gent called Carl Gotham. He's still their head global designer and really, really nice guy. His design studio is in Marylebone in London, and he's got a team of, rather than just British, of European designers there, of about 40 people. And that's their global design studio, which is based above the MG sales and marketing department in London. So he designed this car way back, and it always kind of perplexed me why they didn't bring this car in earlier. And what MG were trying to do was get into people's heads that the brand is now different, and it was going to sell sports cars, but it wasn't just a sports car brand. So that's why they held it off, and then the Centenary was obviously the perfect time to launch this car. So some of you here may know this, but this is really exciting for this year. Goodwood will have a title sponsor being MG, and the big monument outside the Manor House last year was Porsche, and that was 75 years. So MG obviously want to show off the fact that 100 years kind of puts that 75 years and blows it underwater. So they're going to have, here's a bit of an insider view, but they're going to have the Stig there, they're going to have Richard Hammond, they're going to have people like the head of Scale Electrics there, and they're going to do really quirky, cool things there. So it's really going to kind of go back to the kind of British roots and where it belongs. So yeah, you're going to see a lot more of that. But as I say, most people are going to have to wait until July to see that, and then August to be able to sit in one of these cars. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up and actually get on to what everybody came to see the car. So if I can ask Rob, who I'm sure you've all met, who is our manager here, but really Rob's not celebrating 1 year, Rob's celebrating how many years?
28.
Yeah, man and boy, literally. So yeah, without further ado, let me introduce to you the MG Sidestep. By the way, everybody can sit in this car. Don't worry about, people get precious about it. Just take your time, but sit in it, have photos, you want to touch things. Absolutely, fill your boots. Don't be precious, okay?
Don't worry about the car seats in the back.
Right, fellow Rangers, I'd like to thank Nathaniel Cars in Cwmbran, as pretty much, essentially, they invited us all, the Gwent MG Owners Club, to see the new MG Cyberster. Such a gorgeous car. I must be honest, one of the first electric cars I'd actually seriously would consider getting my hands on one day. It's an absolute amazing car. There will be links to the Facebook page of Nathaniel's Cars and their website in the description below. As is the least I can do. And of course, the normal links. So if you have liked today's video, please put a like on it. And if this is your first video, please consider subscribing to the channel, as we always will do keep up the Lone Ranger name as regarding cars as well. Not just cars, we do all sorts of things on this channel. And the goal this year is to try to hit 400 subscribers. So if you want to help out and you like the videos, that would help me out massively. So thank you very much. And to all my subscribers, I thank you all. Or as I wouldn't have gotten as far as I am now without you. So take care, and Lone Ranger signing off.